Okay, guys. I was gonna do a reading, and my body was exhausted after work, and I was like, okay, I gotta lay down for a couple seconds. But before I went to sleep, I was like, okay, I'm gonna pull this really cute reading because I found all my old cards from like 3 years ago, you know, or two or three. I don't even remember. Yeah, 3 years ago, because it was right around the time I was going through everything. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to use these cards, and we're going to pull just a cute, sweet little reading. I woke up, I kid you not, I woke up super cranky and super irritated and super mad, and I was like, what the heck? And okay, that's not really actually what I said, but you know, but come over here, and I sat down, and I'm like, and then instantly my cards don't fit no more, and I'm like, oh, crap, because what I do is I'll feel the cards, because I have like a billion of them, but I go by the cards that I'm drawn to, because each deck has different meanings and different pictures, so you can read intuitively differently. So I go and I pick up this one deck, and it looks normal, and I kid you not, I heard not dark enough. I only have one other deck that's on my shelf over there that has an even darker meaning than all of these. And I don't touch that thing. Like, it just stays there. It's going to stay there, because I don't know if I could ever use it, because I mean, it is dark. And the only reason why I agreed to this, because when I pulled the Tarot of the Vampires deck up, and I was pulling it out, for some reason it popped open on the full card, and the full card actually means being in darkness and having the ability to go to the light or the darkness. But if you're in the darkness, the full card in the vampire deck still has the ability. They're the ones that has the ability to transform their life from darkness into lightness. Okay, and before I go any further, I'm lighting this candle. This candle has got sage in it, because we don't need any more of the negative energy. But I don't even know. And in my mind, I keep thinking somebody needs to go to church and find Jesus. And ironically, earlier, I listened, like, I really love Tommy Vext. He was in Bad Wolves. He's not in Bad Wolves anymore. I think it's something else. I think he started his own thing, but he does this cover of Take Me to Church, and man, that song is amazing. And that song's pretty, if you've never actually paid attention to the lyrics, it's pretty hardcore. Okay, the reason for this energy, someone feels like they're losing their stability. Maybe they could have been using somebody else to have this stability. They're playing games on this person. Now this person ain't taking it no more. They're playing games on the Empress? Shit. Look at this. You even got the Fool in reverse. But it ain't over. Someone is spying. Okay, so we've got... Alright, so we got someone who was playing somebody. So they were playing their Empress. And the Empress has found out everything now. And it's turned this person's mental or emotional state upside down. The Devil. Okay. This is some toxic shit. Okay, now, even in that song by Tommy Vext, in it, or the Take Me to Church song, it says, Now I'm going to lose my voice. I'll worship like the dog at the side of your lies. So this is someone who is loving someone so much and is so codependent, they want this other person just to lie to them so that they can have them. Maybe they were accepting lies from this person because it helped them in their stability. Maybe they were using someone for money. All right, let's see. Okay. The person that was playing the Empress now sees it. There's no blindfolds on no more. Everything is out in the open. Okay. Between the Empress and the Lovers. And this is not ending, but this person had this pain. The pain is not ending for this person who betrayed their Empress. It's like continually ongoing. Lovers in the full reverse. Okay. This person is not doing well. Whoever this person is that betrayed their Empress, the Empress can be the masculine or a male or female. It doesn't matter. There's no gender in there. This is just the energy that we're pulling here. So, whoever this is, this person can't sleep. They're having nightmares. They're going through all kinds of shit. Like, and it's all because the truth came out. Between the world and the full in the world. Okay. I want you to really look at this Six of Pentacles. Let's see which. Okay, look. She said the Six of Pentacles is someone who gives equally. But this person, this angel would have gave the pentacles to everybody else and would have left her a ghost. Okay? See, because the pentacles are on each gravestone. So he gave, whoever this is, they gave their pentacles, they gave their breadcrumbs, they gave what they had to two other people. And they gave this person nothing. They gave their Empress nothing. In fact, they ghosted their Empress. And now it's like this person is searching the graveyard looking to see if they have a way back in. Because even in that song, it says, offer me that deathless death. So it's not wanting to die. It's wanting to completely give yourself over to someone else. Yeah, and they're watching this person because they want to see if there's going to be an opportunity to ride in and sneak in and have a victory with this person. Jesus. Okay, this person, this toxic energy is the reason why they want to come in now and ride in is because they think that someone else is going to take their person. Maybe because their person found out that they weren't faithful. So now their person, they think their person is going to do the same. And so they're okay with them being with somebody else, but now they're having nightmares about this other person moving on and being with someone else, because literally he killed the king. He killed the king and has his head on this sword. Because in his mind, you know, the swords are down in this deck, which means it's a final decision. This person in their head has already said a long time ago, this is my person, and I will take out anyone who tries to take over anything that is mine. Under the deck, you have the King of Swords. Yeah, because now he wants to take the place of the King of Swords, but it's really the Fool that's there on the throne. Maybe this person was trying to come in before it was time. Or he's going to come in and act foolish. This person could come in and act foolish and try to take back what's theirs. And I don't know what that means, but I mean, I don't know. Either way, whenever I said that I would do this, instantly my stomach started hurting. And it's going around a lot because I was talking to my friend Soren earlier today, and I was telling him about a reading, and I was like, I can't even watch the rest of this reading. Like it makes my stomach hurt. Like, why would somebody wish something bad on one of their exes? Like, just because it doesn't work out doesn't mean that you have to go and wish your ex bad or harm or anything like that. Anyways, this is the Gothic Tarot, if anybody was wondering. All right. All right, so show me going. I just heard no, not yet. All right, not yet. But I'm going to tell you right now, lust is what showed up here. All right. These cards are pretty dark too. This is the Vlad Dracula Tarot. There's some. If you have kids, I would not suggest this deck at all. If you just like darkness and whatever, then yeah. Or if you got a thing for vampires or whatever. There's a lot of killing in this deck is what I mean. Okay, so in this Two of Swords deck, someone was this, and I'm going to show you why I say don't get this deck if you got kids. Someone was deceived, but in this deck, this person wasn't actually deceived, but he's going to come back in and kill everybody else because they think that they're not on his side. Now look at this visual. So he's in this person's mind. They're going to come back and they're going to take down anybody who is in the line of fire that they think could have messed with their Empress while they were messing with somebody else. This is a dark ass person. Okay. This is a dark person, and not like the cool kind of dark, you know. This is someone who will take it a step too far. All right. Next, please, Spirit. You have the Death in reverse again. Vlad beheaded the Ottomans. Okay. You have Death in reverse. So there's not a... There's not a restart here. Okay, so you've got Vlad Dracula and his family. So there's not a restart on this option to have this family, right? So it says, and at this point, I'm going to tell you what I just heard. I just heard this person is wishing the worst karma on somebody to the point that they will literally dig their own grave. And that's only for some. And the others feel like they dug their own grave for what they did to this Empress. But this one dark person, and I mean this person is dark, they want to see the world burn at this point. They don't care who it hurts. They don't care if it hurts a woman and the children. They don't care if it hurts all the people that are around them. Yeah, because you got the Five of Swords. Well, this is a Five of Stakes. So you've got fighting. And then the Ten of Stakes. Killed by many spears, and thus he died. Okay, so this fighting, he thought would affect the other person, but really, he ended up being the person that it would hurt in the long run. Okay, in between Five of Wands and Six of Wands and the Ten of Swords. And Five of Swords, I mean. Dang it. What the heck? And it is really hot in here. Okay. You have the Six of Coins. Okay, so in this deck, it's the wealthy Saxon merchants of Transylvania. So this is someone who's going to be offered help. Like, they're going to be, have people come in, give me another one for that, and kind of help this person, try to pull them out of the darkness. Jesus. See, I'm going to show you this too. Look at this. Okay, so someone's gonna come in, whoever this is, that's in this extremely dark energy, and they're gonna come in and they're gonna help them move off to their victory. Hopefully this is not talking about the war that's going on. Because I keep being drawn. I just was drawn back to here and it said Vlad. This, anyways, back to the point. This person is gonna, someone is going to offer their gold to help this other person. They're not sharing with other people. They are literally putting their money in one spot. And it's going to help this person get the victory that they were longing for. Look at this. The devil again. And the Six of Cups, which is the soulmate card. But in this, it's like there's a lot of people in this Six of Cups. There's not just them and their person. There's literally 6 different people. Maybe there were too many people in this relationship. Maybe people were trying to persuade this person to go one way or another. And that's why they're mad. Because maybe they found out that the other people were persuading them the wrong way to betray their empress. All right. You got the priestess here. This priestess ain't a normal priestess either. She's ready to battle. She's got the snake wrapped around her arm, which I'm drawn to, which is a sign of transformation. So this priestess, or this, which I'm feeling is still the empress, it's just going to be an empress who's actually of the light, like spiritual. Maybe you have an empress or who is spiritual and of the light, and you have someone who is dark, has a really extremely dark energy. Well, this empress feels like their person came in and just completely destroyed them. I feel like this empress knew it was going to happen before it happened, because she knows the secrets before. Maybe she can tell. Maybe she has contact with the divine, because I have a feeling this is a twin flame too, because she's got her one candle there. There's 3 shots to this. And I don't know if that means that Spirit was only giving them 3 tries. Because this was in the past. Okay, so the priestess, or this, I keep wanting to say princess. She's not a princess, but you know, she's the little vampire girl. She got taken out by this werewolf. Okay? And then what comes in between and this was something that it didn't end like her actual life. It's like the song, The Deathless Death. Because this woman saw or thought this was the end all be all, because she saw the future, and what she paid more attention to was, this is my person, this is the end all be all. Okay, now you've got the 8 of whatever. I'm gonna just say wands. Okay, it's scepters. I sometimes I say that word wrong, so if it's wrong, just whatever. And this is kind of like needing to move, needing to not just lay down and take it, to not put themselves in a spot where they're gonna end themselves again. Yeah, because look, there's a chariot following it. They know that they've got to change. They look, and now they've got 2 arrows. Okay, and this person has used one. Okay, between the 6 and the 6. They used, on the first try, this person used their first shot, and they ended up screwing this person over with other women. Okay. You have the 10 of knives and the 6 of knives that were up. I'm not going to take it just because like, there was too many that fell out there. But we'll take it if it pulls out again. Okay. So, this person was betrayed because this male person chose 2 other females. It's like, why even take the shot if you know that you don't want to be faithful to this person? Like, if you don't want to be faithful to this person, just leave her the fuck alone. Jesus. So, at this point, I can't tell if it's the female or the male here who is in this deep, deep, dark energy, because I don't know. Anyways, okay, so this person was there. They know this person was their soulmate. Possible twin flame, take it as you believe, whatever. But they were betrayed. So what they had to do was they had to find their strength to overcome it. And do what they had to do for themselves. Okay. Give me one more for this, please, Spirit. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you have this prince who's come in and who has this rose, and this priestess can think this person is a good person because they have this rose right here. Rose has been very significant in a lot of my readings recently. I keep pulling rose. But beneath this rose that he's holding, there's a knife. And then the other card that was pulled was the Hierophant. Now, this prince, this female in this card, she doesn't have the pink rose. She has a blue rose. And in the decks, the Hierophant is like the preacher that's marrying these two. But look, you have the two, you have a woman and a wolf here. And what's in between them is this blue rose. And you have the blue candle here. It's like I'm hearing this could go either way. I'm also hearing someone was wanting to lay their life down and just go with this person, and they weren't really thinking about it. They were just going to do it because that's what they wanted. They wanted to worship this person's lies. Yeah. Like the song, I'll worship like a dog at the side of your lies. This is someone who is okay with this person being a liar. So I have a feeling this is also talking about one of these females here. This female wanted to this female was okay with this masculine going off and seeing other females and doing whatever it was that he was doing, as long as he brought home the pinnacles. As long as he brought home money, he was okay if she went out and slept with other people. She was okay if he acted like two other women, that he was sweet and innocent and perfect, and then come in and betrayed them. As long as this person came back home to her and gave her his paycheck. That's some fucked up energy right there. But then this man fell in love. He fucked around with somebody else and he fell in love. And he got himself cut. And now he's hurting. Now it's not just her, it's also him hurting. Because karma would fall. The Empress loved this man, and he betrayed her. He played himself when he betrayed her, because when the wheel goes all the way back around, then this male will have to experience the same thing that he put his true person through. Yeah, look, what did I just say? Justice. Justice is the next card. She will have justice because he hurt her. Now, females, as I said before, when I pulled this first deck, the full card is someone who has the ability to take a situation either to the light or to the dark. If you are wishing bad upon your masculine, you will not bring bad for your masculine. You will draw in bad thoughts you will bring in bad things to yourself. If your masculine cheated on you, then he cheated on you. But don't like go off and hoping that he ends up in the grave and all this other kind of stuff, because that's a little bit extreme and a little bit kind of evil. Because I mean, you're either going to trust God to do to push you in alignment where you're supposed to be, or you're going to be okay with just wanting revenge. Now you have the choice here. What is the justice? Because it's going to be, if you're the Empress in this story, this justice will be on you. What would be justice for you? But remember, if you wish evil on somebody else, that's going to come back to you tenfold. This person wants an equal give and take, and they want balance. Or they wanted it. They wanted it, but the Chariot comes after. Because justice will come in when this male comes back to the Empress. After he changes. Okay, so whoever this is, someone's going to be returning back to their person after. I keep being drawn back to this Hierophant. I don't know if this person was married before. I mean, obviously, if they married this person, they didn't care about her, because the wolf is not looking at her at all. And this is someone who is the complete opposite of this person. Because she's a vampire and he's a werewolf. Okay. So the true Empress has been ghosted this whole time. Okay. It's this person here. Or this third person. It's this other person. Okay, so one person is going to be the person that was there before. They married this person, but that person was not their true match. They just married them for money. Then you have their true Empress come in. The true Empress comes in, and he loves her, but he can't contain who he is, because he hasn't figured out how to control or what's the word I'm trying to think of? He doesn't know how to stay in the light. Is pretty much what it sums up to. When it becomes darkness, he acts, and he acts not in the best of ways. So lust could have came up. That's probably where the lust card came in. So he met his Empress, but for some reason he couldn't be with this Empress. He chose to kill her off and ghost her. And then there's this other person who comes in, and this other person has wished death and all this other kind of stuff on this male, masculine energy or whatever. But justice is going to play out when he returns back to his true person, and he offers her what he was given from her, or to at least create a balance or harmony in between this. You got death again. Okay, so it's still not done. This is the third time death has came out. Out of 4 decks, death has came out 3 times. This person, when they come back, there's a possibility if this person's going to come back, but this person is still in the transforming. They have not transformed fully yet. Really? We'll just take all these. Oops, I did not mean to flip those that way. Let me set these over here. So you have the devil come out again. Okay, so this person is not fully transformed. Now, in this devil card, it's like this male figure is now trying to protect this female. Maybe he's trying to protect his counterpart because he realized that's his true person. Okay, so look at this. Okay, the 8 of Cups is normally in the original tarot deck someone who is walking away from their person. But look at his hands on this deck. His hands are chained to this chalice, this cup, this love. He's bound to this person whether he likes it or not. Because this person you got the 9 and the 10 of Cups. This is his person. Like, after he finds the self-love, that's what he wants. He wants his person. Because he's put in the work. In his mind, he's put in the work. Now he deserves his person back. You have the 5 of Wands with the 7 of Wands. Okay, so if this person returns, his true person, he's gonna, there's gonna be a fight, or there's gonna be an argument, or something has literally going to have to, communication is going to have to happen. And he's probably going to have to defend himself. He's going to have to stand up. He's going to have to speak the truth. Man, I'm burning up 44 minutes exactly on the clock. I'm going from this deck because I have still a few more decks to go. I don't know why this one wanted to be pulled. All right, tell me, show me what's going to come for... All right, for the male in this situation, what's coming for the male? Or the masculine energy? The owl. Okay. So, what's coming for the owl is he's going to finally see what has happened, and he is now going to change his direction, and he's going to take, yeah, because look, you even got change here. Once everything illuminates, the way that the story really falls, he's gonna change. And he's actually growing up. But he wasn't done when him and his true counterpart met. He was still in the player mode, I guess. Alright, show me about the Empress, his true person. The Empress, the sacredness of pausing. Okay, so the Empress is now realizing why they had to separate, probably because they knew they had, she's now being grateful for the time that they had to have to separate. Because once everything was illuminated to her, she can finally put to rest everything, and she can stop controlling it or wanting to have control. She finally can just give in and just be like, Spirit, this was supposed to be in my DNA. This was my love and my legacy. This was my fucking story. I'm trusting you to, it's like this feminine is saying, I'm trusting you, God, because I fucking can't do this no more. I have went through this and went through this, but this is my story. My story. This is what I was promised. This was what was supposed to be passed down to me. This was my love. This was my love story. And now she's trusting that if this person comes back, everybody else is going to be gone, and this emperor or this masculine is going to come back the right way. Because look, he first started and he was the Fool in reverse. And when you keep going, then eventually he makes it to a prince. He's not a king and he's not an emperor yet. Because look, this eternal love is love, and it transcends physical death. The deathless death. Your twin flame will always be. It is in eternal. It is an eternal love that transcends through all of eternity, because they are literally you. Just like the card the Empress just pulled there, because the DNA is, it's the same line. They're connected through everything, even down to like the DNA. That does not mean related through blood. That means of their soul, the DNA of their soul. All right, show me about this person. If this person was married, show me what's coming for this person that was married to this. All right, this person's finally accepting the fate. She's accepting that it's not going to work, because begin again has fallen in reverse. She's accepting that this was the last time that she was going to be able to try to pull this man back in. Maybe she used lust to pull him back in. If there is a third person, if there are 3 females and 2 other than the feminine, show me what's coming for that person. This person is going, this third person that came in, this person is going the opposite way, and they are stepping into their wildness. They're about to hit a stage where they are going to be a player like the masculine just was. So it doesn't matter whether the emperor or the masculine wanted to choose her. It doesn't matter. Now at this time, yeah. There's the death card again. This person it's going to end with. Because if it didn't, this masculine would be hurt again, all over again. Or hurt all over again. Because he keeps choosing wrong. The person that was ghosted, there's regrets with the person that was ghosted. There's something that was not finished with the person that was ghosted. All right, one more here, and then I'm pulling the Black Moon, and I'm getting off this reading because okay, I don't know how to explain this. When a tarot reader tells you that they feel like they're burning up, it's not like it's hot in here. I feel like I'm going to die. Okay, now it's like one half of your body can be at normal temperature, and you know that the room is fine. But then, like, the top half of your body and the part that connects up here, the speaks and talks, it just feels like it's on fire. Like, right now, I feel like my elbows are sweating. My elbows. And that's you. I've heard it said that that's a sign that the divine masculine and the divine feminine are feeling each other. Like they are feeling a strong pull to each other. Because they were forged in the fire together. Okay, so this high priestess, you've got this high priestess here who doesn't understand why she was left out in the cold. This high priestess, which is probably the empress, this high priestess doesn't understand what she did wrong. Because she feels like she found home, but she lost it or it left. The grove is supposed to be peace and tranquility, but in the reverse, it's the complete opposite of that. So that's where she was at. This person is seeing the differences. And look, there's a ghost again. She's seeing that there was differences and how she, well, I mean, of course she was ghosted, or how she was only given a part of her. She was only given a part, only a part was given to her. Because that was supposed to be hers. But this person wasn't loyal. They didn't listen. This person didn't listen to spirit. The person who was not loyal was not listening to spirit. I feel like, which way was this supposed to go? Okay. There's the rose again. Now it's red. So it was pink and blue and red. So there was this, the one, he may have got angry with this first one, with this Empress or High Priestess. When secrets came out, because the moon was there in reverse. I feel like this is just repeating itself. Honesty came sideways. Oh, let me see which way that was supposed to go. Okay. But now Spirit is coming in to talk to them. Either that or they weren't honest. They weren't being completely honest because they couldn't choose. Air signs are known for being very indecisive. And this person was cold. And maybe they told this Empress. They talked to this Empress about it being the end all be all. But they broke the oath. They didn't listen to Spirit and go with the flow, and they couldn't let go because they weren't obedient. And look, this is the card for death in this deck. Conclusion. So this story is not over yet. And it's not over yet because someone still has not found their self-worth. Because this person is like, I'm hearing like the Notebook again. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. He's like, just what do you want? This person is being told they need to find their self-worth. They're probably going to need to find their self-worth before, if they are getting ready to come back to this Empress after everything they have done to her. Because this looks like a lot. Hopefully within that time, he's found his self-worth and he's found who he is. And he didn't put all of his shit on someone else. Like, because codependency is literally expecting someone else to make you happy. High Priestess of Earth. Sideways. This is someone who is now trying to get grounded. To summon up the power to be alone for a little while and listen. Because they no longer want the chaos. They no longer want the fighting. They no longer want anything like that. I'm going to pull one of these cards. These are just cards that I wrote on a long time ago. How does this masculine feel towards the actual Empress, the one he ghosted? The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even heard, but must be felt with the heart. A little more. So this is someone, this masculine thinks that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he ghosted her and stopped talking to her and never saw her. It grew stronger when they separated because of what he felt, or what he started to feel. Sometimes God does not change your situation because he is trying to change your heart. You cannot reach your goals of the future if you still have one foot chained to the failures of the past. Forgive each other and let love unlock you. Okay, so this is a masculine who wants forgiveness. Now show me how this Empress, the true person, feels about him. Some people feel the rain, others just get wet. The way this person feels is that they loved the Emperor or the masculine, but they don't feel like the masculine loved them at all. That it was an unrequited love situation. When I saw you, I fell in love, and you smiled because you knew. Ever has it been that love knows its own depth until the hour of separation. Knows not its own depth until the hour of separation. Doubt kills more dreams than failures ever will. Do not doubt. Not all paths are clear to walk, but that does not mean they were not meant to be traveled. Okay, so this is a feminine who's I'm feeling the moment that the feminine saw this masculine, that she knew it was love. She knew it was a path that she was meant to take. But she doubted it. She doubted it. And then he doubted it. And then they both doubted it. But even in the separation, this person still loves this masculine. And this is the feminine who's now saying, even though it wasn't clear and even though it was hard to walk, it doesn't mean I wasn't supposed to walk it. This is a feminine who does not regret the past now. I mean, obviously at one point it looks like she did. Maybe she doubted everything in one point. Back here when her self-worth was upside down. Now that she's got all the way up here, she's still not letting go, but she's listening. She's not letting go, she's listening. She's going with the flow. She's trying to see what her path is now, even if she can't see what's coming. Usually the Empress isn't the one who minds going with the flow to see where things go. Usually it's the Emperor who has that problem. It's your road and yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you. So this is this Empress telling this masculine, get your fucking shit together. Because this is your path. Our separation was supposed to be so that you find you. Not so that you go find 37 other women. Holy crap, that just made me so mad. That just made me so mad. Maybe there's something in me that's being triggered right now. I don't know. But this Empress is like, our separation time for how long we've been separated was supposed to be for you to find that you don't have to be codependent on anybody else for how you feel, and for you to learn what you were supposed to learn, not go back to all this bullshit and have to bang half of the country so you can learn your lesson, because that's not... I can see, all right, yeah, I can see why this energy was not dark enough. I feel it. Woo. Guys, you got Venus love. Number 4. As I've said like 37 times, if you've been seeing repeated 4s, now you know why. Okay, so in this, to kind of sum this up, it says, I'm going to read this. I'm going to read this part here, and then I'm going to read the last. The Venus card, okay, I'm going to read this. Venus love. Love is my religion, and I could die for that. As the song, A Deathless Death. The Venus card says to let love take care of it for now. Venus is the morning star and the brightest of the planets. It's the planet of beauty and balance, and is named after the goddess of love and romance, which is what the planet rules. In Scandinavian lands, the equivalent of the Roman goddess Venus was Freya. Among the Greeks, she's Aphrodite. Venereal disease is named for Venus. After all, she charms and seduces. She was once associated with Lucifer, who was not a demon but an angel of light who fell to the earth plane from the heavens. In reality, the part of the astrological chart rules is where we want the good life, where we desire ease and comfort, sweets and kisses, where we want to see beautiful, be beautiful, and smell beautiful. So this is someone who could be coming, okay, so it fell in reverse. Now, this card corresponds to the Empress. Just so you know, this is the Empress in this deck. So, the card in brief says, matters of the heart, feelings of comfort, a need to be coddled or comforted, the feelings of not wanting to be rushed, a need to relax, become more balanced and contented, sweets, money, the checks in the mail, being paid or rewarded for something, handmade or handcrafted, a gift of money or jewelry, luxury items, a new look, new clothing, fashion, feeling suddenly more attractive to others, romantic gestures, sexual propositions, a new chance at love, caving into romantic pressure, feeling loved, being admired and looked over, friendship, popularity, publishing poems or short stories, love, potions, dealings with cosmetics, perfumes, oils, improvements made to the home. Now this is in reverse. So in reverse, you usually take the opposite. This is a situation that does not have balance. It does not have comfort. It does not have all the feels and everything that it's supposed to. This is a situation where everything is wrong. This is kind of like, now I'm seeing Medusa. You know how like Medusa was beautiful at one time, and then she was punished because someone else fell in love with her, and so she was punished. And I don't know, and I'm not going to focus on that part, because there's a possibility this could be this other karmic that's in this situation that tried to seduce this divine masculine away from this divine feminine. But God doesn't take lightly when you try to keep two counterparts away on purpose, especially if you yourself know. If you are someone who has the ability to know what's going on, and you purposely keep these two apart, that's on them. And I'm not going to focus on the karma that person's going to get. We wanted to focus on what could be good, what could make it better. Because obviously in this reading, it shows that the divine masculine and the divine feminine have been separated. Obviously the feminine has been ghosted. But there's still beauty there. Because remember, in every rose bush, there is, there's not just the prettiness of it and the good smelling of it, like the Venus card says. There's still also the thorns, you know, because when you go to get married in the spiritual realm or in the physical realm, you know, it's till you say in the good or in the bad, you know. You take this person, whether they have messed up, whether they're perfect, whether they're not, because you don't just take them when they're rich and then leave them when they're poor. You don't just love them when it's easy and then stop loving them when it gets hard, you know. True love doesn't end. True love doesn't say, I'm going to love you whenever it's convenient and is good for me and my soul. You say, I love you no matter what. Because that is the true love of a divine couple. Oh my gosh, my back is now sweating. I'm just going to pull one of these. Then I'm going to end, and I feel like I need to go take a shower. Just one, please, Spirit. Just one. All right, we'll just take the top. Okay. This is the one we're reading, but I'll read what these say. Own your awesome and stay humble as fuck. Call bullshit on your bullshit. Stick with people who pull the magic out of you, not the madness. The moment you start acting like life is a blessing, it starts feeling like one. Sometimes everything is going wrong for the right reason. Okay, so this is a couple who needed to both call themselves out on their bullshit and then start acting like life is a blessing and only be around people who don't try to hinder the love that you have. Anyways, own your awesome and stay humble as fuck. List 5 things that you love about yourself. Now list 5 ways you're just like every other human who's ever lived. Go forth, you fabulous little snowflake, and be like everyone else with your unique bad self. So this is what I'm hearing is that this is a divine counterparts who know that they are divine counterparts, who know that they have a purpose and they have something great in between them, but Spirit's saying stay humble and act like you're not something different. It's pretty much like saying you might be a divine counterpart, but you are still human. You are still here in these avatars, and you are still playing the role of a human. So start acting like it. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna do things wrong. You're gonna do things right. Now, stop thinking that you have to be perfect to make everything work, because, as the last card said, sometimes everything goes right so that everything goes wrong so that everything could go right. And cards keep wanting to go out. Your brain speaks total fuckery unless you turn your soul on. All right, so this is saying, Spirit saying to you, stop listening to your brain, because your brain is not your soul. Your brain is a part of your human experience, but it is not a part of your soul. When you tap into your soul and you do your soul work, that's where you'll find your twin. You won't find your twin, like, even though twins can communicate telepathically and they can feel each other physically, that doesn't mean that they're that you still have to connect in with your soul, is what I'm getting. Okay, this reading has, I feel like, has just, I don't even know. This is a tough reading. I mean, I feel like there is so much rage in this because there's so many people in this story that have been hurt, not just the feminine and not just the divine masculine. Now, I feel like there was one person in this story, possibly the one that this person was married to, who was a narcissist, because they didn't care about anything else besides being with someone for the money. They didn't really care what the masculine did as long as they brought the money home, because otherwise it would negatively affect them. So I don't know how much that person's actually going to be hurt. Maybe the masculine was with a narcissist, and maybe, I don't know. But there's a lot of people in this story that could get angry and have a lot of rage. But Spirit is saying we need to heal that within ourselves. Because I'm not going to say one person was right and one person was wrong, or this person did this or this person did that, which I never even clarified to see what the feminine did wrong to be ghosted in the first place. I probably should have pulled that, maybe the next reading. But the feminine was ghosted, so she was pretty much out of the picture. But then you still have two people that this masculine is talking to. But here's my question. If you are at a spot and a point in your life where you are ready to give everything and settle down and find the Ten of Cups like it showed in this card, why would you even bother messing with more than one person? Because you would ultimately know either way it goes, you're gonna hurt one of the two very, very badly. Unless you're in a polyamorous relationship, but that's if you can find someone who can actually handle that. And I highly do not suggest it, but that's for me. That's my personal point of view. You do you, but I'm telling you, every time I've seen couples that were in polyamorous relationships, it always ends, and it always ends bad. I mean, bad, bad, bad. Like, I've never seen a polyamorous relationship that, unless they turned into a cult, that actually lasted and was healthy. I can't think of one. Like, I can't think of one single relationship in the span of history that I've either known or that has ever been talked about that has ever been a good relationship that was healthy for every person involved. Anyways, that's the story that I have for you. Now maybe this dark energy can leave and I can get back to feeling normal, and maybe I can see if I could pull this happy reading that I was going to pull earlier and get out of this darkness. I know I have to let this video upload before I can even record another video, but we'll see. We'll see if it's in the cards for tonight. All right. That's what I have for you. This card here popping up says trust in the Lord. Okay, feminine, I have a feeling you really need to be still and just trust. Just, if you're ghosted, just whatever. Just stay there. I mean, I don't know also with this story if you are supposed to move on. It does not say, but it's telling you just to listen. You need to listen and see what you're supposed to do. Whether you're supposed to sit here and wait, whether you're supposed to take this masculine back, whether you're supposed to reject this masculine, because I'm telling you right now, like, stories are all over the place. And that's because many people have this journey in front of them, but many people's journeys are not supposed to come back in together right now. There's still stuff that hasn't been learned. the masculine and the feminine were supposed to come back together now if both of them did their work. Now, if only one of them did their work, it's not the time right now. If the feminine did her work, this is the last thing I'm going to say and then I'll close out. If the feminine did her work, her soul work, and the masculine did not, say he just manifested money, what's going to happen right now is that they're going to be off balance. The feminine is going to done her soul work and she's going to leveled up. Well, the masculine's here. He's doing the work of this earthly plane, and so now she's kind of leveled up to be in the 5D, and he is still stuck down here in the 3D. Now they're worlds apart, and he is going to go through a space where he feels not just normal alone, but fuck, I feel like I've lost everything and everyone, and I feel like I don't want to do this anymore. I feel like this is not even my home. I feel like I want to give up everything. I don't even care about this money no more, because nothing makes me happy, because I don't feel at home anymore like I did when I had that first piece of tasting my feminine. Because as it said in the twin flame journey, the feminine and the masculine come together, and it's like euphoria for the first quick minute. And it's because it's supposed to put a taste in the masculine's mouth that will make him crave her. Because it's the feminine who will be awake to the journey before the masculine. The masculine will just feel like he's drawn to the feminine. Like he can't let go of her, like he's chained to her. But he has to see what the good part is going to be like at the beginning. They're both going to see what the end could be like at the very, very beginning. They're going to get a taste of heaven, and then it's going to be taken from them, and they're going to have to walk and then see if they can deserve that heaven that they are wanting so bad. It's because it's going to be, it's literally going to be something that most people will not experience, because not everybody has a twin flame. The people who just straight up, well, we're not going to go there, but that's all I'm going to say. That, you know, the masculine will always have a taste for his feminine in his mouth, whether he's with her or not. I don't know why I keep being drawn to the comic book of the Witchblade. In the Witchblade, the girl who rules the Witchblade, she had a friend, and to protect this friend for a little while, she gave her half of what controls the Witchblade. And then something came down, and the spirit was talking to her in her ear, and was like, take back what is yours. And so she goes to this girl, and this girl has now been afraid that she's going to come back in and take what is hers, because she knows it's not hers. She's just been borrowing it, because whatever it was, you know, helped keep her safe, helped keep her, you know, solid at the time, you know. And but I remember in the book, and the friend of this other friend comes to her and is like, Danny, is she ever going to want it back? And the Danny girl says, I don't know. So the two girls are talking, and they're trying to figure out whether she's going to come take the Witchblade back, because it's rightfully hers. It was hers, and it was only meant for her. So then the spirit is talking into her ears, and she goes to Danny, and at this point, she's mad at this person. And she goes to Danny and she rips what was hers out of her hand. And she's like, and then she takes it back. And the power that, like, the power explodes. And she says, now I'm whole again. And it's kind of like that. It's kind of like the feminine wasn't whole because this Danny person had half of the witchblade, you know, the bracelet part, whatever. And she goes, and when the witchblade takes over, it takes over your whole arm. So, I mean, she goes to her, and it is ruthless in this comic book. Like, she just straight rips it out of her, and it's like she takes her soul back. It's so weird. I mean, not weird. It's awesome. It's awesome as fuck. But I see that being the feminine, being like, that is fucking mine. You may have had it for a little while, but this was not yours to keep. This was for you to help you for a minute, but that is fucking mine. And the feminine's going to be like, and rip this back like she did from the Danny girl that was in the comic book. Anyways, that's what I have for you. I hope this helped. Feminine. If that comic book part is what I'm sensing in my feelings, maybe it's going to be up to you to take back, or to let the Danny of your life who has taken your person have them. It's probably gonna be up to you whether you're like, that's mine, bitch, and take back your shit, or to just be like, you know what, fuck it, keep it. I don't want it no more. It's bad. It won't work anymore. So that's what I'm getting. Anyways, that's the story that I have for you. This is a ridiculously long video. If any part of this video resonated, please hit the like and subscribe down below and join the tribe. And if not, I wish you nothing but the best. But either way, stay weird. Bye.
Should I